Washington Commanders
and the New Orleans Saints. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On second down and 4. Watson complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Here's Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Watson. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Watson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On first and 10, it's Gibson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Watson. Able to find Lazard. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr., his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Saints nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise. Like nobody open, now second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Out of the gun, Watson.
And yet again, it's McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr.
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
The score, Commanders 14, Saints 0. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yep.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, that's a touchdown. It's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
They'll run again here with Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Watson off play action. Flushed out right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. It brings up 2nd and 12. At the 21-yard line.
Now Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The Saints had a woeful 2-9 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 36, Hill.
Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on third, Watson.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
And Lazard's got it again.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take, catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
3rd and 2, Watson.
And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43.
The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Watson now to throw. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. De'Ami Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Commanders 21, Saints 7. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hill toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Hill.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Joey Slide to kick off for the Commanders.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. So here we go on fourth. Hill. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On the counter, Gibson.
Oh, he's He's got some breathing room.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson.
30 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 28, Saints 7. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Hill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Give to Robinson on the option. Down right around the 25. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Robinson up the middle.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Robinson again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is out of bounds here. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route,
He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Washington. Alan Lazard. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Commanders 35, Saints 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Watson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the give, here's Robinson.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no.
Touchdown! De'Ami Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Next is past the score. Commanders 42, Saints 7. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know, do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On first down, Watson. This is caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Commanders have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Hill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on third down, Hill. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Watson on third down. Touchdown! It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Saints 7. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense is...
And my goodness, another interception.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Saints 7. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Play action. It's Hill. Dancing to his left.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He's going to let it go again.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Hill. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Saints.
David Njoku,
34 yards.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely wanted one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on.
And now here is another interception.
Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
76 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll run here with Robinson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense.